Okay, guys, I'm driving and working. It's just kind of funny. Driving my husband's truck. Anyways, I thought a few things are coming to my mind about taking communion, and I thought I'd just go ahead and get it, get it on, get it on video. Just thinking about strengthening your spirit. You know, a while back ago, I had a dream with Ian Clayton in the dream, and we were discussing how to strengthen and enlarge your spirit. So I just think that taking communion is one way to strengthen and enlarge your spirit, man. Arthur Burke talks about that too. Calling your spirit to the forefront and enlarging your spirit. And I don't think we understand that we are spirit beings sometimes. You know, we live in a body, and so we look in the mirror and we just think we're, physical, but we're spiritual. The spirit man's going to live forever. This body is either going to get completely redone, or it's going to pass away, or whatever. But we want to strengthen our spirit, because our spirit man is what lives forever. So taking communion really does strengthen your spirit. And I just want to share a little testimony of how sometimes as women, we can go through emotional stuff. We got hormones to deal with. We got all this, we're sensitive. I mean, that's how God speaks to us. He speaks to us because we're sensitive, and we can pick up stuff on so many different levels. And anyways, women, I want to talk to the men too. Men can be sensitive, and they can be really sensitive to the things of the spirit, and they can also get hurt. We go through where we get hurt, or something really bothers us, and men can carry stuff. They're the breadwinner sometimes, or they're the whatever stereotypical men carry. I mean, they carry the load of the family sometimes, and so sometimes we get under these things, and we get under it. And for me, when I've had situations where my emotions have been out of control, I step in and I take communion, and I shift that. I shift my thinking, I shift my position over. Instead of under it, I'll shift my position to be over that. And so taking communion, I suggest when people are struggling with things and you're struggling to get a handle on it, go ahead and just step in, take communion. Even if you can't take communion, you don't have communion available, you can take communion by faith. I mean, just pretend like you're eating the bread and drinking the wine, and because it's really real. You're activating your spirit, and you don't have to have a piece of bread, and you don't have to have, wine or grape juice or whatever. So step in, and then step back out, and step back in, and step back out, until you feel this momentum of shifting the atmosphere around you, and around your emotions, around your thoughts, around your body. If your body is having a difficult time, if you're you can't sleep, if you can't function, or whatever. I mean, that's why doing communion on a regular basis, you recognize the shifting going on around you. And so I just wanted to share that. And really, we want to be strengthening our spirit man, because things are going to happen, and we want to be ready for that. It's just like back when 9/11 happened. I've been realizing that the Lord was getting me ready for things. And so when 9/11 happened, somebody in my family, they call me up and they're panicking. They're like, "Oh no, we're being attacked. We're being attacked." And I'm just like, I didn't get fearful. I wasn't moved, because I've been preparing. I'm thinking, is this it? Is this what I've been preparing for? And I mean, it doesn't even matter. It's like you're always being prepared to stand and not to be shaken in circumstances when they rise. Because we're all going to have circumstances, whether it's a death, of somebody in the family, if it's, if it's joblessness, if it's whatever, we're being strengthened to walk through these things because we're gonna show up. It's how we show up. And so that 9/11, man, I was like, okay, I'm ready for this. What's happening? We're under attack. Well, I'm not gonna just fall and crumble. I'm gonna get on my post, my spiritual high place that the Lord has called me to be in position on, and I'm going to be ready. I'm going to be available. I'm ready for when stuff happens because I'm supposed to be, like the first responders. We're supposed to be like the first responders, and first responders are trained. They don't get all they might deal with the stuff later, but they can't panic and get all messed up emotionally when they're called upon for a crisis. So let's get our spirit man activated, alert, stirred, and ready to respond, to be a responder rather than a reactor. So I just want to encourage you guys with that. That's all for now. I gotta get to work.